Hello, my name's John Knoll, and I'm one of the original developers of Adobe Photoshop. And I'm going to give you a glimpse into the past. I'm going to do a demo of a very early version of Photoshop. So to start with, I'm going to open up an image that got around a lot. This is a tourist picture I took of my wife when we were on a vacation in Tahiti. So this is from Bora Bora. And I used this image for doing a lot of the demonstrations, including the first demonstrations that I did at Adobe Systems. So I have opened a 24-bit image. We're looking at it on an 8-bit display, but you can still manipulate the 24-bit image. So I'm going to start by cloning Jennifer. So I'm going to start by just tracing her outline with the lasso tool. Then I'm going to tighten up that selection by subtracting out with the magic wand areas that I don't want as part of the selection. I'm going to add back in some other parts that I do want. And we'll add a little bit of that as well. All right, copy, paste, and now I have a clone. Another part of the demo that I would do is, let's make a copy of this island. So again, I selected with the magic wand this island, copy it, paste it. So now I have this floating version of it. I'm going to take it and flip it horizontal. Let's make it a little smaller. Tuck it away over here. Now let's give it a little bit more atmospheric haze. I'm going to take this floating selection and make it, I don't know, 60% transparent. And there we go. A duplicate island. And another image that I used to do demos with was this Point Reyes image. This was an image that was generated by the Lucasfilm computer division before they split off to be Pixar. And one of the demos that I used to do was changing the color of the water to blue. If I remember exactly what I was doing here before. Oh, got too much there. Undo that. And grow that selection a little bit. Too much. All right. Just gonna do a little manual extension of that. Some of this as well. All right, that's reasonably good. Now, I'm going to adjust the hue. It's a slightly greenish tone. That previewed, take the saturation down just a little bit. There we go. Now green water. Well, there's another way to extract a mask of the water, and that's to exploit the fact that there's more blue than green in the water. So let's see if I remember right. One of the ways I used to do this was to do a subtract, use the calculate menu, where I would take, say, the blue channel and subtract. I would subtract the green channel out. And then we'll put that in a new channel, see what we've got. Yeah, it's a little dark, but I can probably range that up a little bit. Okay. Let me try this again also with the try subtracting the red channel out. I think it's going to get me a little better mask. So start with the blue channel, subtract out the red channel, and we'll make that another alpha channel. There we go. I think that's a cleaner extraction. Okay, now I can use this as a mask to change the color. So I'm going to copy that into the selection mask of the image. And now we'll do a hue adjustment. And now you can see that hue adjustment's been done with a little more subtlety because the mask was more than just on and off. It was 8-bit deep alpha channel, so we could get a weighted blending from white where it's fully selected to black where it's not selected at all, and any of 255 values in between. Photoshop was also the first application that had soft selections. So you can see that if we bring up the lasso tool options, you can set a soft-edged feather for your selection. And if then I copy this, you can see that that mask now has a soft edge. It's not a hard, jaggy binary. And that was something that was really special and different. The paintbrush and the airbrush also had soft edges to them. Can't see it here with the dialogue because it's just a 1-bit dialogue. But let's pick a color, a nice red color, and as I paint, you can see that the paint stroke has got a nice soft edge, and that was something new and different. Prior to the advent of Photoshop, there were systems that did many of these same things, but they were very expensive dedicated hardware. There's Cytec and Cytex and crossfield systems that you could go to a graphics pre-press house and you could rent time on them. And I remember the Cytex system, I got a quote once that it was $900 an hour to use. And you had to have an operator running it for you. So you sat over his shoulder and told him what you wanted to do. So the big revolution here is that you had all the same power that you had in a Cytex system, but this is something that can be run by yourself on commodity hardware. So these are some of the capabilities that I demonstrated for Adobe in our first meetings.